Hello, 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 Beverly. How are you, honey? Hello, good afternoon. It is Sunday, crafting with me time. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Hey, there we go. We got volume. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So today we have some fun. Fun in the sun. No, we have fun to do today. We got a big project today because last week when we were together, we were asked to create a cake topper or something for back to school. And so that's what we're going to work on today. I did a cake topper. I designed a cake topper. So we're going to put that together today for back to school. And hi, Glenda. How are you? Good afternoon. Good morning. Yes, I'm working on back to school poster along with you. Good. Good. Yes. I love hearing that. I love it. Glenda, darling, hello. Okay, so I'm going to put on my screen here because we got a lot of pieces to glue together. So let's make sure we get busy and get going, right? You guys are never going to guess what happened to me yesterday. I think yesterday was the crafting. I don't want to use the word. It was just every machine, everything didn't want to work yesterday. And then I put some acetone into a little cup. And the acetone burnt through the cup. And it got on my good mat that I was trying to hold so that it wouldn't go bad. And it just ruined this little mat. See all that? So I guess I'll have to buy another one again. But it doesn't stop us from crafting, and it doesn't stop the mat from working. That's the important thing. So we are going to move on. But it just caught my eye. That's why I noticed it. Okay, so we have a lot of little pieces that we're going to put together. I'm going to set a couple things to the side. We will talk about these items later because these will give us some motion in the ocean, if you would. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. Yay. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right. Let's start with the first part of this packet. I love that. Just does my heart so good to hear that you like this stuff. And I am so glad. I'm glad. Okay. I've already done some things, you guys, that I have to sometimes do a little bit ahead of time because we try to stick to 1 hour together. And if I don't do some things ahead of time, then we'll be on here all night, right? So I glued a couple of these pieces together. This is our back to school sign. I love how I found this little digital paper on Creative Fabrica. And you can get that as well. So I glued a couple of those things together. Our pencils we've glued together in certain areas so that we don't have to go through that. Along with our, look at our little calculators. Aren't they cute? Just adorable. All right, so you guys have seen me glue some of these things together, but if this is your first time in, I'm going to redo a couple of them so that you can actually get an understanding of how we glue and what happens. I'm using my art glitter glue, and I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue because 3-in-1 gives us the ability to move the pieces a little bit before it makes the adhesive hold, and art glitter holds right away. And I also want to point out to you guys, look at her. Isn't she adorable? I just think she's so cute. She is so cute, you guys. She's so cute. I printed her out on both a matte cardstock. This is what it looks like in the matte. And this is what it looks like in the glossy. You can kind of see the sheen. I wanted both. We're going to work them both together. You'll see how it will work in a moment. But this is the glossy ones, and this is the matte. And we're just going to back her up with some backing cardstock. Now this cardstock, I think we've shared before. Let me slow down. When I print my when I make my cardstock prints, especially if I don't have, oh no, Lord, no, 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 don't do that. Yes. Let me move these out of the way before I do that again. Especially if I don't have, I used a silhouette, which is very much like a Cricut to cut everything out, Beverly. I use the silhouette. I have about 5 silhouettes behind me. Let me show you that. I have 5 cameo silhouettes behind me, the new and the old ones, and so that's what I use to cut these all out with. But it's very similar to the Cricut. It's just a difference of preference, which one you like most, right? To me, the silhouette is like having an Android. You can do a lot of different things with it. It gives you the ability to modify and change things without much challenge. And I used to have a Cricut. I gave it away. The Cricut is a little more like an Apple, if you would, an Apple phone, where you don't have as much freedom, but it's a user-friendly software. It takes a little bit to get used to the silhouette because it is a very detailed and lots of opportunity inside of the software. But once you get used to it, you probably would not go back to a Cricut, or maybe not. I know some people work both. I have had both. I've used both before, but I personally like my silhouettes. And the other thing that I like about the silhouette is that you can run multiple machines at one time without having to use multiple software. Where on the Cricut, you can, last I knew, you had to open up multiple Cricut windows in order to be able to run multiple software or cut multiple things at one time. And so that's one of the things that I really like about the silhouette. Now, however, I will say, in order to do the multiple cuts with machines or have multiple machines working at one time on the silhouette, you have to get the business edition software, and the business edition software is $100. It's a one-time purchase, and then it's yours forever. But they are always running sales and discounts. I think right now you can get it for like $50. And then you can have that software forever, updates, everything that go along with it. You don't have to repay for it. So for me, $50 was a worthy investment with all of the print and cuts that I do, and with all of the cutting that I do in multiple times. Especially when you look at this project that we're working on today, I probably print and cut 3 or 4 or 5 of these. I had all my machines going at one time to get all this out, because this was a lot of little bitty cuts, a lot of print and cut, a lot of background cutting. So, yeah, I've gotten my money's worth of the $100. Where the other thing that is too, on the Cricut, you constantly have to update your membership, and you have to buy fonts and graphics and all that good stuff. And you have limited use of things that you don't have to pay for on the Cricut. So both of them work. They do the similar thing in terms of cutting, but it just depends on how detailed you want to be with your software and whether or not the Cricut or the Silhouette is your choice. I started out with the Cricut, but once I went to the Silhouette, I have not looked back at the Cricut, which is the reason that I gave mine away to one of my friends. That's the difference between the two, my love. That's the only thing that I've been able to figure out. And the Cricut is very user-friendly. Like, it has a plug-and-play software, you might as well say. It's pretty much plug-and-play, and then you can move on from there. But the Silhouette just takes a little bit of learning curve. Not much at all, but it does have a little learning curve. Okay, so we have 5 of my baby girls right here. She is so cute. And if you notice, I'm just cutting a few of the intricate details that did not come out very well. I'm just kind of cutting those off because I don't want them. It's from her hair, the way that her hair is on the machine. They didn't come out as perfect a cut So I'm just cutting that excess off of there because we don't need it. We don't need that at all. All right. So, and I'm looking to see, this is the, trying to determine which one I want to be my top for her. I think this one is pretty, so I'm going to use this one as my top piece and put my final piece together here. Now, if you notice, I am going to be layering this thing big time because I'm only making one cake topper, but I've cut out a whole bunch of pieces to go with it, and that is an indication that we will be layering this baby girl up like none other. She is going to be really layered cake topper and a massive cake topper on top of that. It probably, like, it's going to be massive. I'm just going to tell y'all, it's going to be massive. Okay, so we have her put together, all of her little pieces. We're going to use all of these to create, this is my top, yep. All right, so we'll put those to the side because we don't need her right now. And then we'll come in and we're going to do the exact same thing with our car. Now, or with our school bus. I want to show you something here. This is the difference in the paper. This school bus is printed on matte paper. This one is the matte paper. And this one was printed on glossy. Do you see the color difference in the two? Same printer. Exact same printer. This one came out more yellow-orange. This one looks really, really orange. So I'm going to use this, this one, the matte one, as my top layer. And then I'm going to use these as my backup. And even on this one, if you notice, the print and cut did not print and cut well. It was off. But I want to keep it because it's the shape that I ultimately need. This will not be seen. So I didn't throw it out because I didn't want to waste my printer or waste my ink, my paper, and all that because it can get expensive. So I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to use this matte version because I like the coloration of it for our top piece that everyone will be able to see. And the balance will be at the back, and so we don't have to worry about that so much. Does that make sense? So when you do print and cuts and something doesn't cut properly, don't throw it away. Save it because you can use it to strengthen your project or even use it as a backing piece. Just determine how, if it'll be seen or not. If it's not going to be seen, use it as a backer piece and maintain your that item so that you don't have to waste your cardstock. All right. We're going to line these up here. And look at this. This just adding that one piece of cardstock to the back of that adds a lot of strength to it. And that's why I like to double them up. This paper is a 65 weight paper, but it's still, this is a flimsy paper. Look at how flimsy that is. And when I add the cardstock to the back of it, makes it a little stronger. And we're going to add one more round of cardstock to the back of it so that it is even stronger for our cake topper. I'm switching my glue because I want to be able to slide this into place to make sure that it gets lined up and not off. I don't want it off too much. Having it off a little bit is not bad, but having it too off just makes your layers look sloppy. So I'm going to switch to this glue so we can line the backing piece up a little bit better. And these are just plain cardstock pieces that I am, see, I can move that into place once I get it there, and I can line it up much better. There we go. Then I use my scraper tool and just help to spread the glue behind it underneath it. Now remember, try not to use too much glue also because glue is water and water and paper starts to warp. So you want to make sure that you don't apply too much glue to your paper as well. And then make sure that your desktop is clean so that it doesn't get stuck onto your print cuts. So now we've got this backed up with 2 pieces of paper. I think that will be great for us there. I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm just going to back this piece up with nothing. I don't need to back this one up. But I got some cutouts, so I'm going to use them. I guess I could use this. There's a reason I don't need to back that one up, and I'll show you in a minute. Also, just so you know, I like to run glue in the middle. The reason I run glue in the middle of my projects is because I don't like warping. I don't like the middle to puff out. So I try to make sure that the entire piece of paper is stuck down along the edges, especially in the middle, to make sure that you get a good adhesive stick to the entire project. And then that's the other reason why I run the scraper tool around it, so that I know that it's gotten stuck down in the middle and all the edges. I don't go quite to the edge because I allow the scraper tool to help push the glue out into the edge. But if it starts to lift, and I notice that it's starting to lift, then I will re-glue that. If you get glue on the front, I love these little glue erasers that I pick up from, this came from Michael's, I believe. And you can just use a glue eraser. Alright. The butterfly I'm working on, I used too much glue and it will curl. Okay, and it curled up. So here's what you can do. If that happens, Beverly, if your item starts to curl up, what you can do is put it under a book, lay it flat, put it under a book. Like if it's curling this way, then lay the curl piece down on the ground, like lay it on the table like this, and then put a book over it so it'll flatten out, and leave it sit there for a little bit. That pressure of the book or multiple things will help reduce the curl in it. That's what you want to do. If something starts to curl up on you like that, just lay it and put something on top of it to help flatten it out a little bit. Alright? That's what I would recommend doing. Yep. Because, you know, water and glue, it is a, I mean, glue's a liquid. And paper and liquid will get wet and they can curl. So you just never know. You just have to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's trial and error on how much to use. Trial and error on how much to use. And I like to use glue. Some people use tape. I'm not a big fan of tape because I can't move tape. Once you put tape down, you're kind of committed. And I like to make sure that I can move my items until I know that they're where they are. So I'm not a big fan of tape. Alright. So we are ready to start assembling almost. We've got all of our pieces glued together. We've got our van and everything that we want glued together and almost ready to go. But what we are going to do now, my loves, is I don't know if you guys saw that I made this cake topper. It had a little hanging wile to it. And then if you look at that, look at the lights. See that lights? I want to put lights in this cake topper as well. So I am going to try to recreate that with this one. But I did not cut the holes all the way through the back. So I'm going to have to put the cake, I'm going to have to put them in just like this on my bus. And I think I need to do that before. I'm going to wait. I want to wait. I'm going to wait to see before we do that. I'm going to wait to get everything positioned and put in place. Okay. So here is our back layer. This layer has 2 layers on it of cardstock. And I'm just going to lay everything out first to show you how I want this to go. Now, this is a single layer of, this one I did not back up. This is a single layer of print and cut paper. And so what I'm going to do is glue this down onto, I'm going to glue this here, center it, because we'll have a little black rim around it. I have the same thing. This is a single layer. Yeah, the Dollar Tree glitter paper, which has an adhesive, just put glue on it as well. If you back it up with a little bit of glue, it'll help it, and you can use it that way. I've never used the Dollar Tree glitter paper, but if you try to back it up with a little glue, and I tell you what, back it up with some 3-in-1 glue or some beacon glue. That'll give you a little bit of ability to move it around before you get it placed before it's stuck. How about that? All right, so we're going to put this here. Now, if you guys notice, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking all of my little single pieces. Remember, this is the one that didn't cut out so well. And I said we don't have to worry about it because it's just going to be a backup piece. And I'm taking all of these little single, this thing keeps clogging up. Why is it clogging up on me today? Hi, Cassandra. How are you? We're taking all of our little backup pieces and we're placing them on our mat. And these are just one piece of paper thick. They are not backed up, duplicated, and they are super thin. You would not, look at how thin that is. You would not want to send this out as a cake topper with this like that. You absolutely would want to back this up with some backing. And that's why I cut multiple layers. I cut multiple layers when I have paper that's this thin. And this is actually photo paper. And y'all getting ready to see me not fight with this glue this right now. I'm not going to fight with it. So I'm going to switch and go to a different one. I have multiple ones. I'm not going to fight with that. I don't know why it doesn't want to come out. And this one is doing the same way. Must be clogged. This stuff dries so fast it clogs down inside of it even. And it aggravates me. I'm trying to show y'all this in an hour. And the glue doesn't want to work with me today. But it is a lie. It's going to work. We're going to get this. It's not going to stop me from having fun with my ladies and gents. Alright, so here we go. We're going to line this one up as well. Get over there a little bit. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. I don't want it to be off. There we go. Okay. So we're lining that one up. We're just setting our base on here. We're getting all of our items on our base to make these work. And where is she at? I had one of her that had a messed up little foot, and it was a matte one. We're going to use that to put on here. This is going to be a backing as well. Okay. All of these images, you guys, I got off of Creative Fabrica. I am not an affiliate. I'm not trying to tell you that because I want you to click a link and do. I'm not an affiliate. I just want you to know that I did get them off of Creative Fabrica. If you're interested in downloading the images, that's where I got them from. So you too can get what you need to create your items. I'm not an affiliate. So that tells you I just really believe in some of the things that they have on there are super, super cute. Where did you buy your glue from? This art glitter glue I get off of Amazon. And, however, Lisa also sent me one art glitter glue, and it comes in with this size. It comes with this special little tip on it, and you can also get it comes with another bottle where you can fill it up, and it's about $19. The cheapest I've ever seen it is $17. If you can catch it on sale, it's probably one of my favorite glues, so I would highly recommend it as well. It's one of my favorite. All right, and so now we're going to put the back to school sign. Yes, I do want it to cover all of our items just like you see there. I do want it to cover things up. And Linda, I don't think you were in, but I think last week I explained to you guys why I use multiple different types of glue when I'm working on a project like this right here is the 3-in-1 glue. I'm able to move items around until they stick before they stick down. But when I use the art glitter glue, it's pretty much a quick dry. It's like once you put paper together on that art glitter glue, it's pretty glued together. And then I just come on the back and make sure that everything is stuck the way that I want it to be. All right, this cake topper, you guys, look at how big this is going to be. Massive. It's going to have to go on a big, big cake. It's going to be massive. So, but we'll keep going. Oh, good, good, good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to keep on going. Now, this is where the fun begins because we have all of our pieces. Now, what do we want to do? We're getting ready to start foam dotting these babies together. Look at how that printed out on just the difference of paper makes a big difference here. I am doing this in multiple layers. Looks like we're going to do it in 3 layers for this little guy and multiple layers for all of it. But I'm going to start out with foam dots. Here we go. I'm getting my foam dots off the side here. And I'm going to put a foam dot on this backing, on this right in the middle. So hopefully the foam dot won't show from too much from the side. Let's take that off. And I'm going to flip this around so I can actually see what I'm doing and try to get it centered really good. Now this time with our layers, what we're not doing multiple offsets, we're just going to layer this baby up with multiple foam dots. Okay? So it's going to be a thick, it's going to be thick, but it's not going to be because it has multiple offsets. It's going to be thick because it has multiple foam dots on it. All right? And then we're going to add some movement to it. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. Have you seen these before? These are called wobbles. And it's just a little spring. You see that? It's a little spring. And the spring has adhesive on the front and the back, so that you can put it on your project and it'll give it some movement. It's called a wobble. Now I ordered these off of, where did I get these at? I think I got these off of, Temu. I think I ordered these off of Temu, but you can get them on Amazon. On Temu, it's a different name, right? It's called something totally different off of Temu. But you can get them off of Amazon. And on Amazon, the brand name is called Wobble. Wobble, W-O-B-B-L-E, something like that. But I ordered them off of Temu. Yes. And I don't have a link for it, but I will, no, I'm not. I ain't gonna even lie. Because I would say I'll try to remember to put it on, but y'all know that as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to be into something else that I have to do, and I'll forget. I'm sorry. But Temu and Amazon, they're called wobbles. They're really cute. And I'm going to just back this up with a little bit of hot glue. Just so that it doesn't come off. But being careful not to stop the element from moving. Oh, look at that. That's cute. It makes it wobble. See that? That's cute. It gives it motion. A little motion in the ocean right there. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, this is what it looks like when I ordered them off of Temu. It came in this size bag like this. And it's probably more than I need. So I might be willing to share. I might be willing to share. We'll see. Just keep watching and see if I'm willing to share at the end of the video. That's cute, though. I love how that's popping. Like I'm like a little kid addicted to seeing that wobble. Okay, and we're going to just keep on going, and we're going to keep gluing the same thing. Now, the thought process on this was to have the pencil end here so that it looks like the pencil is actually writing on, I got glitter on that. The pencil is actually writing on the piece of paper. And so that's what we're going to do there. We're going to grab our foam dots again. And I'm going to grab my non-stick stickers. I'm going to cut this foam dot in half. And I'm going to put half there and half there. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. And I have so many different size foam dots, but I like these that I shared with you guys last week. If you were here, I bought these from the Dollar Tree, and they were in the automotive section, and they are the bomb.com in terms of the stick on them. In fact, if you put them down wrong, you might be stuck because it will lift the paper off as soon as you stick it down. So you got to, once you commit, you got to commit on it unless you know it's going to be covered up. And these foam dots are really good. It looks like this. See this? They come in a roll, and I put them on my little tray here that I found. One of the ladies that I follow on TikTok, I saw her with this little caddy from, where's it from, Sharon? Think. Target. There we go. And it makes things easy to work with. And I copied. All right, I loved the idea. I loved the idea, so I adopted it as well. How about that? Flattery, copying is the best form of flattery, and I copied her. Yes, I did. All right, so here we go again, putting this on there. Look at how thick that is. And from the side, the reason that you can see from the side that it still looks like the pencil without just the cardstock. So that is why we're not doing offsets on that particular one. Temu 30-piece set, self-mini wobble springs for, thank you, Cassandra. Yes. Go, girl. I love you. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, so we are going to now, we need to put back up here, and we need to back up our little, let me get this out of the way so I don't mess it up. Y'all know I can do some stuff. So we're going to start with our, let's put you in the view. And we're just going to use foam dots to hold this up and put this together. Now I cut this off of, I created and cut this off of my silhouette. I told you guys that. I'm not showing how I built this. I could do a video if you want me to do that, to show you how to actually build it. Build a cake topper from scratch. I probably would do it as an edited video and not as a live, because they take a while to create and design. They take a while to create and design. So doing it in an hour, we would not be able to get it done. Especially if you're like me, it takes a while to create and design. So that's why I just come on and show you guys, or spend time with you while we're putting them together, and try to give you different ideas. Amazon just delivered a package. I'm wondering if I can beg my husband to bring it down, because I need it for the second part of our craft project that we have. Oh, I better speed up. We're running out of time. And I want to show you the chip bag. And my package just came that I need for our chip bag. Amazon right on time today. Come on through, Amazon. Come on through. Let me speed this up here, you guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize we were running out of time with me gabbing. Just gabbing. I'm so sorry. I'm going to speed this up and we'll keep talking. I want to go get my package so bad. Oh. Watch this. Y'all watch this. Alexa, announce Tim, will you bring down my Amazon package from outside? Announcing. Bring down my Amazon package from outside. He's gonna kill me. He is going to kill me. Oh. He hates those things anyway. Now he's really gonna be like, "Are you serious, Sharon?" Watch when he comes in. I wish y'all could see his face. Watch when he comes in. It's gonna be classic. Okay. Now this will go on here like this. And we get it centered properly. Now remember, this is why I said it really didn't matter if the other piece didn't work, that the other piece didn't cut out properly, because we're going to cover it up anyway. And then this is going to come on with our light bulb, our light switches here. And I really... Okay, yep, I know we got it. We're going to have to cut those out. I didn't cut them out before, but I'm going to have to cut them out in order to make that work the way that I need to be. But let's go ahead and move forward with this piece. And I hear him opening the door. He's going to come down in a minute. Cassandra, can I come and stay at your house? Can I come live with you, Cassandra? Just watches me. I hear him. I hear him. I hear him above me. Oh wait, I might have to wait for him to finish his pancakes he's cooking. Y'all know it's Sunday. Y'all know it's Sunday. Y'all know what Tim is doing. Why isn't he bringing my package? Now I'm finna act like a spoiled baby. Why isn't it coming? Alexa, announce Tim. Can you bring my package from outside? Tim, can you bring my package from outside? He yelled something. I didn't hear. He yelled something. I didn't hear what he said. Alexa, announce what? What? He's gonna kill me. Oh, I love it. All right, let's take these off. Y'all. Who can take me in tonight? Who has room for a crafter? Who has room for a crafter? It said it was delivered. Maybe it wasn't out there. It might be in the mailbox. Who has room for a crafter? Here we go, you guys. He's so fun. He's the most patient person I've seen in the world, so he's probably trying to figure out where it's at. Can't help you. That is so funny. Look, don't y'all leave me out here swimming by myself. Don't leave me swimming by myself, y'all. Oh, come on. Don't leave me swimming by myself. There we go. Oh, yeah, I love that. Look how thick that is. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I see a few places that I don't like the way it trimmed out, so I'm just going to trim that up. But I'll do that later so that we don't take up our time. Now let's put our girl on here, and let's make her, you know, I like the matte look, and I like, which one do you guys like better, the matte or the gloss? This is the gloss. This is the matte. I like them. The matte is really cute too. And then look at this one, printed darker than this one. She's lighter on that and a little darker on that. I don't know why the ink printed different than that. Look at how the ink just dropped differently on our project. Interesting. I use a Epson Eco Tank, and it is a now because we have our little legs here, you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these in strips so that we can still get her legs secured down as well. Okay. We'll just cut those in strips and try to get them centered on the paper. It may be a little harder, and especially harder for me to see since I'm trying not to block the camera. But just try to get them centered on your paper. And then I'll cut them down. Again, I'll cut a strip down small so that we can also put it on for her feet to have... we want everything stuck down without anything curling up or bending up if at all possible. So we're going to do that for her little foot as well. And I got a piece of paper that was bent down there. Okay. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I don't know what my husband said. He didn't bring my thing. I need that. It might be in the mailbox. I don't know what it's saying. Concentrating deep because we are running close to time. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. We'll get it done, though. You can see the amount of work that goes into putting these together. That's the reason people charge what they charge for them, because it does take some time. And of course, we're on live, and so that takes stress and pressure. What did you say? The glossy reflects the light and takes away from it. Okay. Hey, Susan, how are you? So use the matte. Okay, love, we got it. We'll use the matte. Susan said use the matte. That's the first that I saw. Hey Lisa, how are you, honey? It's okay. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about being late. I'm just glad to see you. I love you. I missed you last week too. How are you? All right, so we're going to use the matte one because Susan said she wants to see it matte, and I'm cool with that. And in fact, we don't have to use them all, but we will try to go as fast as we can because we're running out, getting close to time. Y'all know I like to try to keep y'all just for the hour that I said. I try not to, but sometimes I do run over. And we still have the chip bags that we need to do. I want to show you how to assemble your chip bags. I've printed that out as well. Plus, we got to put all this stuff together. This is why I do a lot of it offline, or try to assemble a lot of this offline, because these little foam dots and foaming it can take a while. It's relief. It can be fun, but it can take a while. Especially when you feel like you're under the gun. I have a friend that used to always say, "Hun, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun." And that's what I'm feeling like right now. Like time is the rabbit, and the rabbit has the gun. Hunting ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. All right. I'm going to stop right here with putting these together. You get the concept of what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep building her up, and she's just going to be like 4 people tall on there. But I want to move on to the next portion of this so that you guys can see it come together. Look at how, so right now she's 3. So we have 2 more that we're going to add and make her thick. She's going to really stand. Isn't she adorable? She's just so cute. All right. Let's put the back together. We got to do the back. How are we doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Last week, we were asked to do a cake topper or something back to school is actually what was requested. Something that's back to school-ish. And that's what we are working on right now, the back to school theory. So here we are again, multiple sheets, because I like to make sure that they're thick. And if you don't have enough, I printed this one out in white so you guys can see that if you don't have enough of your colored cardstock or the cardstock that you want to be your viewpoint, you can back things up with white, glue them in together, and then back it up with the color cardstock that you want, right? You don't have to, you can, and I like to use white because white's a little less costly than some of the color cardstock, depending on how you buy it, where you buy it, and what you do with it. So you don't have to use the expensive stuff all the time. These are little tips and tricks that you can do to back your items up to make them stronger, sturdier as you're working your project, okay? So keep that in mind. I hope that's a little tip and trick that will help you out as you're working. Now, if you're going to sell this to someone, you do want to make sure that you give them top quality, the best product. But you also want to make sure that you are pricing it so that you can earn an income and not work for free. And doing it this way doesn't hurt anything, and you really can't see it. See what I mean? You can't see that white there. And look at how cute that is with the glitter. All right. I am now going to take my Dollar Tree roll of, just roll this out, and I'm going to use my Dollar Tree foam. This will go a little bit faster if I roll this out this way like this. This one I get from the craft section in the Dollar Tree. And it is $1.25. Y'all know how they roll now. But it's worth it. You can use multiple tools for projects. And look how quick I can work this now with this. one. This is not as thick as the foam dots from the craft portion or from the automotive area, but it still gets the job done for what we need. And you're probably saying, Sharon, why are you using so much? I like to make sure that when we press on it that it doesn't lose too much, that it's not so buoyancy. And so I like to foam dot it to life. I guess because this is, just give you guys the reality of what happens here. I like to foam dot them so that they don't have too much buoyancy in them. Okay, how we doing? Y'all okay? That's right. It deserves to be the best quality you can give them. Are you guys all right? We're doing all right in here? Especially if you're charging somebody. You want to make sure you give them quality. And I think we've talked about it before. There's a difference between perfection and quality, because you're not a machine. They are man-made or handmade, but you still don't want to, like, if you can help it, not have glue strings and things running across. That you can. All right. And this again, we're just layering. Now, these are our offsets. So we will have, these will be a little thicker, but not as thick as the, as our young lady was. And for the sake of time, I am just going to put a few here and there. And maybe the sake of material too. How about that? For the sake of time and material. I guess because it's not so bad practicing with these, because it comes from the Dollar Tree. I will send it to... Who asked me to do this last week? Do you guys remember? Cassandra, did you ask me to do this? Who asked me to do a project for school? To never not accept half-inch. Who asked me to do something showing back to school? Oh, you guys tell me who it was, because I want to send this to them. Was it you, Cassandra? This mug is huge, I'll tell you that. It's massive. We haven't even gotten to our last piece yet. So, it definitely is a massive piece of cake topper. But you could put it on the wall for a, you know, a little sign if you wanted to. You could definitely use it as a sign, as big as it is. Beverly, you asked about it. Okay, honey. Email me your address so I can send this to you. Beverly, you asked me, love. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. You are right. Email me your address so that I can send this over to you. This baby girl is a massive cake topper. Oh, look at that. It's in the wrong spot because I can see it through the legs. That's why you should be gluing it on the back and not on the front. I should have glued it on the back of here instead of on the front of there. You got to see that live action right there. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's cute. I love it. See that buoyancy? I don't really like it when it's like that, but we're going to keep going. Beverly, do you have my email address, right? Or Coolant Shade. No, who am I? BTH Enterprises. I done gave y'all my campaign name, my everything. You don't want all that stuff. Y'all know I got like 8 email addresses between all the work that I do. All right. We're going to do here. This is really coming along so cute. I'm loving it. And the spots where you see it kind of dipping, I'll add off camera, I'll add some dots in there. I'll slide them down in between there. But for the sake of this video, I want to be able to get them done. And I also wanted to show you the, what time is it? Oh, we got 4 minutes. Y'all gonna have to hang in with me. Hang in. Hang in there with me, sis. Guess I didn't do enough prep. I always think in my head that we're going to be, oh, it's going to take us about 20 minutes to do this and we'll run out of time. That's why I did the chip bag so that we could have enough projects to cover the hour. I guess I never think about all the time that it takes to prep in it or do it. I don't know. But just bear with me if y'all would. I ask all that every week, and every week y'all give me grace. Every week y'all give me grace. I appreciate y'all so much. I love crafting with y'all. It makes it so much fun for me. Susan said, wow, isn't it early for back to school? No, babe. Our kids went back to school Thursday of last week here in Indiana. At least in my area, but down in Indiana, in Annapolis, our state capital, they went back to school a week and a half ago. So, nope, it just depends on where you are. Our kids go back fairly early here. Wow, look at how massive that cake topper is. That is huge. And then this is the back. Now, why is the back like that? Because we got to put on, Beverly, do you want the sticks on it? Do you want the cake topper sticks on it, or do you want it as a wall sign? What would you like, love? And while Beverly is telling me what she wants there, I want you guys to be thinking about what you would like to see me create for next week. Remember, we're in our cake topper season for the month, so anything cake topper-esque, we will work. And then for the month of September, we're going to do gift bags. You want it as a wall sign. Okay, great. Thank you. That way I don't have to put the cake topper things in there. I had them right here ready, though. I had them ready. I had them ready. Cassandra said her niece went back to school on the 3rd. Oh, wow. See, yeah. It's time, Susan. It's time, baby. They go back earlier and earlier, it seems like it. My daughter is 20, and she goes to college online, so she never stops school. She goes all year round at Berkeley. But, so I don't really pay much attention to it, but for all you guys, you know, I am the executive director at a homeless shelter. That's the only reason that I know, because we have to get our babies ready to go back to school from the house. So yeah. Other than that, I probably wouldn't know that people are back at school, because I'm thankfully out of the day-to-day operations of schooling. And that, looking back, I kind of go like, man, how did we get these kids to and from school every day and then get to work on time? And then I put my hands up for teachers and for educators right now, and for parents. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now. So my love goes out to all of you. My love goes out to all of you. Okay. While we were waiting on the answer of whether or not to make it a cake topper or a sign, I went ahead and put that one piece on there. And here we go. Since we are making it a sign, I am just going to glue this onto the back with my hot glue. because we don't need to have it with the legs in it. So let's take this, my Surebonder hot glue. This thing starts leaking a lot lately. I don't know why it's leaking so much. It drives me mad too because you waste a lot of hot glue with it leaking the way that it's leaking. But let's line it up and lay it down. Okay. There. And now, look at that. Oh. It's just going to be so cute. Get that little hair out. We're going to put it together. We're going to pump this up one more time, you guys. One more time. Beverly, because it is your sign, I'm going to ask you, my love, do you want it to be, do you want the matte on top or do you want the gloss on top? I know Susan had recommended the matte, and I'm fine with either, but it's yours, so I want to give you an opportunity to have input on it. Susan and I are kind of in the same school of thought, but I know it is your project that you asked for. What are you asking me to do? See, pull the glue stick back, and when it... Yes! I try to remember to do that, Lisa. And honestly, I don't. I put it in the thing, and I just get ready to go on to the next section, so I forget it, but I try to remember. I have failed in that area of remembering to do that. I won't lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you at all about it. Not going to lie to you at all. I don't know why my man came down with my thing. I don't know what he yelled at me and said something. But he didn't come down with my thing. So maybe he might be the one that need a place to stay. It might not be me that's going to need a place to stay. It might be him that's going to need a place to stay. Y'all got a place for him? Because it might be my boo. He didn't bring my stuff down here. I hear him walking around up above me. Okay. Now, because this is going to go on glitter, we're going to back it up with a little hot glue in every spot so that it sticks, because for some reason hot glue or these foam dots and glue have a way of not wanting to stick to each other. And so we're going to back it up with a little bit of the glue. And see, I just put that back in its tray without even trying to pull the thing back. That's what happens, though. And look at my little thing. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. It's a massive, 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 it is a massive cake topper. Wow. If that were a cake topper on top of a cake, it would definitely have to be a bowl cake. But it is massive. Now, I did not put the lights in it, and I'm going to do it, but that's what the lights will look like when we shine and put the lights inside of it. But I need to cut some holes to be able to do it so I can put the lights in from the back. Isn't that going to be cute? Oh my gosh. Can you guys see the lights? This is without. That is going to be, I got to cut the holes and put the lights in the back so that you don't see them from the front. But that is going to be uber cute. Cute, 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 cute. And this is really easy. These little lights, I've ordered them off of, they are balloon lights. And they come with this little tab. And you put the tab in and it'll shut the light off. Because it's separating the batteries from touching is basically how that works. And you pull the tab out, then it turns the light on. And that's how it works. That's what makes it so adorable. I love it. But normally what I've done, like I did on this one I showed you before, on this one I cut the holes all the way through to the back so that you could have access to the tab and it'll show you the light. Right? And I didn't do that on that, but I'm going to manually cut all these holes and then I'm going to send it to you and you can work it. But if you're going to put it on a wall, I'm not sure how you'll pull the tabs out unless you just take it down, pull the tabs and put it back. But as a cake topper, that's how it would be. You would just pull them off before you stuck it in your cake and then you moved it forward. Isn't that cute though? That's going to be so adorable. I love it. I love it. All right, I'll figure that out. And Beverly, you send me your information and I'll send you your baby. Yes, thank you guys. And look at how thick she is. Look at how thick that is. That's a bold card, bold project. I don't know. It took a lot of cardstock to cut it out. But it definitely is worth it because it just made everything bon appetit. Bon appetit. If you were eating it, it would be bon appetit. Okay, real quick. Here we go. Back to school. Chip bags. Back to school chip bags. All you want to do is trim off the white on the sides, right? Don't worry about the top. And if I were, let me do this right because I'm going to send this to Beverly. I want it done right. I don't want it to look tacky. You're not going to be talking about me, Beverly. You're not going to be talking about me. So I'm going to do this right and I'm going to put it inside of the chopper here. So Beverly can't be talking about me. We're going to make sure this is right, sis. Oh, come on, man. How'd you do that? Right, we'll cut the edge off. We'll cut this edge off. Okay. Real simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? You take a double-sided piece of double-sided tape. My love, Lisa, sent me this thin roll of double-sided tape. Lisa be taking care of me, y'all. She just does it from her heart. I don't ask her to. You don't have to. She just is just nice like that. She does it from her heart. Okay, and we're going to loop this over. This says I want the blue and the yellow to show. Just like that. And we're going to crease it down on the side. And I'm just meeting them in the middle. Right? And then I'm going to come along. And I'm going to put a piece of tape on the bottom. Double-sided tape inside the bottom. And more inside than on the edge. Because we're going to trim off that edge with our pinking shears, and so we don't want to cut off our we don't want to cut off our tape there. And then we're also going to come along this edge and we're going to put a piece of tape. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Make sure I'm in camera. I hate to do all this and then not be in view. I'm going to snip that off there. And then we do the same thing across the top. This is how simple this is once you create your bag. It is very easy to put together. It's a cute little way to have a party favorite. Personalize it. with a photo of a friend or your whoever the party is for. You can do anything you want with these chip bags, right? They just become so personalized. And that's how the fun goes. Okay, so we're going to take off the bottom piece of double-sided tape. And these fake nails make it hard to get anything off, so let's use our little... We're going to fold in, lining up the bottom. And we're going to take off this side of the tape. Come on, baby. How we doing? Oh, I'm way over time. You guys are still hanging in there with me? I'm way over time. I appreciate y'all. This will be the end of it. I promise. We're going to take this down, fold it over here, line up the bottom, press it down. Alright, I got a bag of Ruffles chips here. We're going to fit our bag. This is a 1 ounce chip bag that we created. And you just stuff your bags down in here. And I got tape on the back of here, which makes it a little harder. Come on, baby. Of course, it's going to make me act up with y'all on camera. So here, hold on. Open that up. How did I get tape off the edge? You want to make sure you get your tape down inside of there good. But y'all know it's always more than one way to skin a cat. Why does chip got so much air in it? It's trying to make me look like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting mad at it too. Okay, never mind. I don't know why it won't fit right. But anyway, that's what it's going to look like. It's not fitting right. So I got to redo this. I did something wrong. Or either my bag has too much air in it. It's the right size. There we go. I'm under pressure. And now I got to get it all right in there. And then you take your tape off from the top and seal it in. And once you get all that done, then you can come along from the bottom and you cut the edge off here to make it look better. And this is why I wasn't worried about cutting the white edge off before. Because take my pinking shears and cut them off. Cut it off anyway. Right? So that's what it would do. It's too much air in the chip bag. I agree. And I agree. It's making it look like I don't know what I'm doing. And then the little thing that my husband didn't bring down was supposed to crinkle the bottom. But I'll fix this and I'll show it to you on TikTok. Follow me on Classy Shay on TikTok and you'll get to see this right. I hate that that's not right. But anyway, we're not going to fight over it. In fact, I'm just going to bring in what turned out right. There we go, my loves. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging in there with me. I don't know what's wrong with these chips. Why it's got so much air in the bag. I don't know. We're going to try and see. They taste good. They're fresh. You want some? I'll give you a chip. What do you want to see next week? What do we have next week? Elise, do you want to watch the Posh Lady on YouTube? She does a lot of unique paper crafts. Yes, the Posh Lady is great. She does purses too. She does purses too. Tell me what you want to see next week. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it, Susan. Just eating them. All right, loves. I will see you. Leave me a comment of what you'd like to see next week us create. and I will create that for you. Beverly, please make sure you email me so I can send this to you. Here's my email address. There we go. There we go. There's the email address. Send it to me, Beverly, and I will ship this baby out to you. I enjoy you guys always. Love that you come in and spend time with me on Sundays, 1 o'clock every Sunday. And I'm sorry that I took 17 minutes longer of your time than I should. But you all have a beautiful week, and I will try to see you either on TikTok. Join me over on TikTok. I share a lot of stuff over there. Classy Shade Design, Sharon Tucker, you guys know. Or Instagram, I'm out there sometimes. But wherever you find us, wherever you find yourself enjoying time, just make sure you make a little time for yourself to be able to do things that you love to do. I will see you in our next video. And you know, until then, stay classy. I will see you all next time. Love you, love you, love you.